Brown, Jeff Skunk Baxter, Clint Black with John Robinson and Robbie Buchanan, Stuart Copeland, Buddy Miles, Sam Moore, Blues Traveler, Kathy Valentine, Zucchero, and also expected to appear tonight are John Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora, among many other wonderful celebrities. I don't know if you know about the House of Blues Foundation. Isaac Tigert was one of the co-founders with Peter Morden of the Hard Rock Cafe. And now since he opened up the House of Blues is really dedicated to seeing that education takes place for inner city youth, and what they actually have is many different foundation programs that exist, one of which actually brings elementary school kids here to the House of Blues 3 times a week and shows them the wonderful folk art that adorns the walls. So stay tuned for an amazing, amazing benefit tonight for the Artists' Rights Foundation. Richard Noble, how are you, Richard?
Good.
Now, you're an employee of the House of Blues here. Tell us about working here at the House of Blues.
It's great. My job, I have to count all the money, make sure it comes in right. That's what I do.
You're the cashier?
That's right. And it all gets counted for, every penny.
How is it being part of the House of Blues family here?
It's some of the most powerful people in Hollywood. Not just in Hollywood, but in the spiritual Hollywood community. A lot of people, you know, and a lot of loving support.
Now, tell us a little bit about the buddy system, because there's a buddy system where all the employees that work here actually have to take a certain amount of time working in all the areas so they know all the different departments of the House of Blues, so they sort of have more empathy and feeling for what other people in other positions with the House of Blues go through.
The whole idea is walk in your friend's shoes, and you get some understanding of where they're coming from. The buddy system, I understand, came from Isaac's guru, Sai Baba in India. And
also your guru.
Also my guru. I've been to India. It's a wonderful experience. And it's just about breaking down the barriers that separate people and getting to know someone that otherwise you wouldn't have a chance to get to know. Our assignment is talking about our New Year's resolutions to our buddy and writing a paper on each other's New Year's resolutions. And
that's really great.
Getting to know each other.
Now, you all also have part of your employee kind of guidelines is that you have to give 12 shifts a year towards charity events that the House of Blues gets behind, and this is one of them tonight for the Artists' Rights Foundation. In other words, the staff tonight is donating their time tonight for this?
There are selected staff who donates their time.
Right.
I'm getting paid.
Tonight, but like for other events, you do charity.
Right, whether it's a Thanksgiving dinner.
12 times a year, right?
Right. Now, you don't have to do that at the House of Blues. Employees do go outside. I volunteer with AIDS Project Los Angeles. I do a lot of volunteer work in the gay community, supporting those causes.
Right.
And that's all free, you know.
That's wonderful.
We're encouraged to do that and to talk about it and share it with everybody that we work with.
So tell us just a little bit about working with Isaac. What's it like? What's the philosophy? I mean, obviously, the founder of the Hard Rock Cafe, co-founder of the Hard Rock Cafe with Peter Morden, and now with this incredible House of Blues. And you guys have got a bunch of locations going now. You're here and in New York. No, you're here, New Orleans,
and Boston.
And Boston, Cambridge.
And, the plans are Chicago and New York next.
And I think Paris?
Probably the first restaurant outside of America will be probably Paris.
That's really wonderful.
Oh, I'm excited.
History, the top music score and such with the hit movie Forrest Gump. How are you tonight?
Doing just great.
Now, tell me why you're here tonight for the Artists' Rights Foundation.
Well, aside from the great cause that this organization stands for, I'm here to be with Bob and support him in his efforts to work for the artists' rights. Bob and I have been working together for over 10 years now, and this is an endeavor that's very near and dear to his heart, and that he's very involved in. And we're all here to be with him and work for that good cause.
Yeah, it's really wonderful to see Robert Zemeckis and Dan Aykroyd get so behind this event. I mean, obviously, it's the Belushi Blues birthday with Jim Belushi, obviously, in honor of John Belushi, who passed away not too long ago. I guess 1982, he passed away. But I think it's just so great to see that quality and that magnitude of talent and people get behind such a wonderful organization like the Artists' Rights Foundation.
Absolutely.
Have you been here to the House of Blues before?
No, this is a first.
This is my first to cover an event here. I've been through. This is an artist named John Bach who does all the art inside. You'll see things with Coke cans and bottle caps, and it's really like kitsch art, but it's really fun.
Fantastic.
Alan, it's wonderful talking to you tonight.
Thank you for being here.
You event tonight. Dan Aykroyd is the master of ceremonies for the event tonight. Billed as the Belushi Blues birthday, which commemorates John Belushi's birthday. John would have been 46 on January 24th. Brother John B. has sent us a message, and we must abide by his dictum. Seek the roots of your conviction, then go forth, gaining the support of those leaders who would save our cultural heritage, says Aykroyd. Artists will perform some old blues songs and donate the recording of a CD. The selections for the CD will be songs not previously recorded by them, said Dan Howe, music director. Something else that's neat is that like the proceeds from the event and the CD will go to the Artists' Rights Foundation, a nonprofit organization formed in 1991 by the Directors Guild of America, the Writers Guild of America West, the American Society of Cinematographers, the International Photographers Guild, the American Cinema Editors, the Screen Actors Guild, and the Society of Lyricists and Composers. The foundation's purpose is to educate the public about the importance of protecting and preserving film art, gaining recognition of artists' rights, and stimulating discussion to help safeguard intellectual and cultural heritage from historical revisionism. The goal of the Belushi Blues birthday event and ultimately the Artists' Rights Foundation is to ensure that the words, music, and ideas and images that have been digitalized can be passed on to future generations in the form that the original artists intended, said event co-chair Robert Zemeckis, who of course was the director on Forrest Gump. In keeping with the Foundation's goal of protecting and preserving film art and artists' rights, a demonstration for the guests will show how the internet...
Oh, yeah. Oh, very good. Okay.
It's obviously a big event for you. Why is the Artists' Rights Foundation so important to you?
Well, it's important because I'm a screenwriter and I'm also a performing actor who's been in films, and I want to make sure that we are protected from corporate exploitation. You know, you do a movie, a record, a film, a TV show, a song, all of it, video, all of it can be just fooled around with by the people who think to do it. So what we have to do is get laws to protect the original creator and originator of that work. And that's what we're working on tonight. Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and Martin Scorsese are some of our founding members. Bob Zemeckis and I have organized this event tonight. And what it does is ensure that the artist has a chance and gets a break, and gets ensured that the work of art that was created will remain the same and not be digitized, compressed, and fooled around with electronically.
And this is your big fundraiser of the year?
Well, this is a fundraiser. You know, House of Blues, we really can only get about 1,200 people. It's mainly an awareness kind of thing. And we hope to start the ball rolling here. We really wanted to raise some money.
Just go back. All right, then. Thank you very much.
Dan, John Sheehan, right here, Charity Television. How are you?
With who now?
Charity Television,
Charity
CTV.
TV.
It's for the whole West Hollywood and Hollywood area.
Oh,
Back
very
in-
good. West Hollywood has been very hospitable to us.
John Sheehan here with Elwood Blue. How are you tonight?
Good to see you.
Now, Dan, talk to me a little bit about, like you were talking with the previous interview, about protecting the integrity of film, TV, and other products from being colorized or re-sound mixed. Like they say, the Japanese own the majority of the World War II films, and with one simple morph or computer image, they can change a flag from an American flag to a Nazi flag or Japanese flag. Tell me, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's important to create laws that protect the original writer, the original performers of songs, of videos, of TV shows, of movies. And what we have to do is make sure that they don't get exploited by the corporations that hired them to do these works in the first place. And England and the United States have very weak laws on that. So we're trying to raise awareness here and trying to put some money together, a war chest, so we can go to the Supreme Court with a test case and hopefully get a law that protects screenwriters and directors from having their work digitized, compressed, colorized, as you say.
Right. Talk to me a little bit about the wonderful foundations that exist here with Isaac Tigrid and the House of Blues Foundation, bringing inner city school kids in 3 times a week to view the art, the folk art here at House of Blues. Tell me more about some of the foundation's program and how the foundation here at the House of Blues is set up.
Well, we believe every community that we go into, we have to address concerns within the community and give something back, as it were, besides providing employment for local people, as we've done here in West Hollywood and in Los Angeles. We have this group that has inner city kids in, or kids from all different schools, and teaches them about music, about folk art, and hopefully what we're trying to do there is maybe have one of them turn the corner. If he's got tempted to go into a gang or to pick up a gun or a knife or to go out,
Right.
and work for some crack dealer, well, maybe he think, hey, wait a minute, hey, I could make a career in art, I could make a career in music, and hopefully it'll change the perception a little bit.
Dispelling racism, dispelling all the cultural stigmas and biases that exist, and showing them another cultures where hopefully they can open their minds
That's
up
exactly
and really
right.
let more friends in.
Our motto is unity in diversity, and we've got to be sure that gets carried down to the people.
That's really wonderful. Will you say tune in to the John Sheehan Show?
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching CTV. Please.
The wonderful actress Shelley Long. How are you tonight? I have an interesting little story to tell you. My stepfather 2 years ago was sick with cancer, and Harry Sherman got you to sign a photograph, and you signed it for my stepdad because he's such a big fan of yours from Cheers. And you signed it for him. He passed on, but it really meant a lot to him. I gave it to him for Christmas 2 years ago.
That's great.
Anyway, aside from that personal stuff, how are you tonight?
I'm good, thank you. A little wet, a little chilly.
What brings you to this wonderful benefit for the Artists' Rights Foundation?
Oh, well, I think the artists' rights deserves attention and support. I do feel that artists deserve to have some say about where their performance is put, in what context, and
Right.
and certainly directors, you know, how their film is treated, writers, how their scripts are treated. It's an issue that is certainly very personal to the artist, but it is intensely personal, and I think it's something that needs to be examined.
That's really wonderful. Have you been here to the House of Blues before?
No, I haven't, and that's the other reason, of course, that I'm here, that Jim Belushi and I were in the Second City Company in Chicago years ago, and I've known Dan through him and through others, and so I'm looking forward to the entertainment and the music, and it's going to be a great night.
Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you so much, but if you'll just say, this is Shelley Long, tune in to the John Sheehan Show and Charity Television.
Charity Television?
Yeah, you'll get
Okay. Hi, this is Shelley Long.
Steve Cassavoy, the chef here at the House of Blues. Tell us a little bit about the philosophy of the food and such, of some of the kind of specialties that you prepare here at the House of Blues.
Our basic philosophy of the food is, we call it International Peasant Fare. It's got a little bit of everything. We have a tandoor oven. We do brick oven pizzas. We have our own smoker in the back. We smoke our own chicken and ribs.
All right.
Fresh fish, fresh vegetables. Everything's a high quality product. A lot of our specialties are, once again, we do a lot of special pasta dishes on a nightly basis. Great local product.
Blackened fish and such?
Blackened fish, blackened chicken, blackened meats. Whatever you want, basically, we can do it.
What brought you to the House of Blues family?
I actually just got here a couple months ago from the Boston, Cambridge, Massachusetts
Okay,
House
right.
of Blues. The original House of Blues, actually.
Uh-huh.
And I just felt it was time for a change, and we wanted to bring in they wanted to bring a little more consistency to our kitchen here, and hopefully, you know, bring a few more
So
people
you'd
in.
gotten things ironed out so well there that you were able to bring more of a consistency to the food going out and such, and making things really the best they can be.
Great. Hopefully, yeah, you know, that's what they brought me here for, so I hope it works.
How is it working with Isaac Tigard and the others we're working with the House of Blues?
Oh, they're all great. Isaac's a really great man who stands by what he stands by what he talks about. You know, he's really down to earth. He's very approachable, and if you don't go along with our philosophy, then he doesn't want us here.
Right. I like the concept of the buddy system where different people in the house learn other people's positions so that there's more empathy and compassion and working together, you know, just really making the team concept happen.
Right. It works out very well. Like my buddy is one of the hostesses, and our dishwashers can be one of our, you know, corporate people and that, and we just all interrelate very well, and we have our little buddy assignments every week where we actually sit down and talk to our buddy and find a little bit more out about him.
Okay, two last questions. This wonderful event, we really covered a lot of the background on the Artists' Rights Foundation and talking with other people and talking with Dan Aykroyd. Two questions. Goldie Hawn's there. We're hoping to get to talk to Goldie Hawn here on Charity Television. Stay tuned. You guys. Giorgio Moroder, of course, of disco fame, the music man, and Victoria Francesca. Nice to meet you both, husband and wife. What brought you here tonight for this wonderful benefit for the Artists' Rights Foundation?
Actually, my wife. She told me a few days ago that it's a concert, it's a benefit, it's a lot of blues, Dan Aykroyd, and we're very happy to be here.
Yeah. Do you know about the Artists' Rights Foundation?
Not too much. We're going to become members, I think, of that's the club, right? Which is here.
The foundation is what is here at the House of Blues.
Right.
And the foundation, I think you pay $1,000 to be a
Right.
member. And what they do is they work with inner city youth and a lot of youth education
Right.
programs, and they actually have you try to help you get a matching fund of that $1,000, so that the $1,000 actually goes to the House of Blues
Right.
Foundation. But the Artists' Rights Foundation, which this is the benefit for tonight, is actually to preserve the integrity of TV film products from being,
All
you know,
right.
revised, re-edited, sound mixed, and such.
Well, I could have had a little help with that because I did the music for Metropolis, you know, but I think I did a good job in restoring the old print. I got very good prints from Australia, and I think my version is quite good.
Tell us a few of your biggest hits from the 70s and 80s and even presently.
First one was Donna Summer, Love to Love You Baby, all Donna Summer songs until the 81. Then I had Call Me from
Debbie Harry.
Right. Had my Blondie. I had my first Oscar with Midnight Express. Then I did Flashdance. My second Oscar, Jennifer Beals, and the score of the movie. And then I did I did most of the songs from Top Gun, Danger Zone, Take My Breath Away, my third Oscar.
So are you excited about tonight?
Very excited.
You like great music, obviously.
I love all sorts of music.
Music man here, it's your whole life. That's wonderful. You two have a wonderful... And your sister, Milagro, Miracle in Spanish, a wonderful name. I love that old movie, Milagro Beanfield War.
Favorite movie.
Robert Redford produced. Now, you both work for the House of Blues?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Tell us about that. That must be really fun.
It's the best job.
It's a great job. We're all blues brothers and sisters here. We believe in a lot of causes, as you can see tonight. It is a great, great place to work.
Well, right, it's wonderful. I was talking to Richard earlier and your chef about the buddy system and how people do different people's jobs in different area of the House of Blue to really get adept at all the different positions that exist. Tell me a little bit about what the buddy system means to you guys.
The buddy system means getting to know one another. Here at the House of Blues, we believe in hurt, never, help ever. So we established that because there's about 400 employees here.
Wow.
So with the buddy system, we get to know each other. We get to interact with other positions, you know. I mean,
right, so it's not just a big, cold, sterile kind of environment where it's really home. It's a family, right?
It's a great family here. It's the best job. We get paid to do basically nothing.
Have a party. Hang out. And
That's
here you are being interviewed for Charity Television.
That's right.
Talk to me also about the fact that you all give of yourself 12 times a year for charity events that either are here on location or perhaps in other locations. You can pick and choose that you give of service, community service work.
We volunteer basically for anything that
come up.
Yeah, like we did a benefit for the Watts Foundation.
Yes, we did.
And we got to go over to Watts and we got to help out.
Martin
and it
Luther
was
King.
Yeah, for the Martin Luther King
birthday celebration.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Tell us more about the Watts Foundation.
The Watts Foundation.
We had a couple of artists. Andrew Tosh, Peter Tosh's son. We had him. We had great jazz artists. We had Solomon Burke.
It was excellent.
And it was a great event. We volunteered all day. We went down to the
Was that down near the Watts Tower?
Exactly.
Yes.
That's where we went down to the
5 o'clock in the morning. We were there, and
it was a great event.
Yes, it was excellent.
What are some of the other charitable causes that you work on, Lydia? Maybe just in general. Like I'm an AIDS activist with Hollywood Supports and AIDS Project Los Angeles, among others. What are some of the other causes you're involved in personally? Not necessarily with the House of Blues, but personally.
Okay, personally, I work with children's benefits.
Let's talk about the necklaces
We also, here at the House of Blues, we're establishing a foundation where we can start for the religious cause.
We're also displaying
where all the different religious icons of the world are represented.
Exactly.
So it really brings together all people of the world, no matter what their religious faith is. You've got yin yang, you've got the
Christianity,
cross,
you have
Buddha,
Buddhism, you have Judaism, every single one. We're establishing it here at the
Star of David, right?
Exactly, which is something that hasn't
been done. The Muslim with the moon and the star.
Muslim with the moon, and we believe that all gods, it's really all one, unity. And the reason we're doing this, the money is going towards foundations such as to help get the children that are, poverty level,
just anything that we can help with. We're just starting basically from the beginning so that we can start with the House of Blues together, so that through the House of Blues we can either, through any foundation, whatever profits we make, we can help other foundations.
For environment.
What is the symbol right here, the little one there? Do you know what that one is?
This is the Chinese, I don't...
It sort of looks like a pi symbol, like 3.14. And then how about this one here that's got...
The Tower.
This one's got like a little 3 and like a little curly, almost looks like an upside down AIDS ribbon. And then there's like a number 1. Oh, there's the tower. What's the tower?
There's the tower.
What's the tower?
Oh, God.
You know what the tower stands for? Anyway, we'll find out more about that. Now, to continue with, tell me, since this wonderful place opens, what, about a year old now?
Yes, it's almost a year old,
It opened in May. April and May.
Yeah, so it's coming up on a year within a few months. Tell me about all the amazing entertainers you guys have had here.
Everyone's been here.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. We also had...
everybody.
No.
Everybody. I mean...
It's
Johnny Coltrane and B.B. King and everybody.
B.B. King was incredible.
We had Lenny Kravitz, and we've had, I mean, just everybody. One of the best concerts was Lenny Kravitz, and we've just had everybody.
Yeah, he was the best, actually. But we've had them all here.
Think of some more. Think of some more. Stevie Wonder.
The 3 days that sold out with, what's his name? The 3 days that we sold out completely.
Really?
Oh God! And he was incredible.
We get the point. It's the hottest venue. It's the hottest venue in all of Southern California. Hey, you're great. Now, where are you from originally, Lydia?
Originally, I'm from New York.
My mother was born in Staten Island. What part of New York?
West 54th Manhattan.
There you go. And how about you?
Yeah, New York.
New York. Tell me your name one more time. See here. I'm trying to remember here.
Milagro.
Milagro. How can I forget? Okay.
Milagro.
Tell us, just to end with, for this segment for Charity Television and the John Sheehan Show, because the whole focus of the show is charity. We cover all the charities from AIDS Project Los Angeles events. We just covered Commitment to Life with Elton John and everybody, which was really fun. Talk to me about you guys' philosophies of living and some of the things that you do on a daily basis or weekly basis to really improve the quality of your life and the people, you know, around you, your immediate circle.
Yeah, first of all, we believe in the Lord. And we're really strong about that religious-wise and giving, and whenever we can volunteer our time for any charity, because we understand what it's like to be poor and to grow up like that, and anything that we can help out.
It's kind of like the only way to keep it is to give it away.
Is to give it away, exactly. And the more you give, I mean,
the more it just comes right back to you.
Comes right back to you.
Anything that we can help with, that's what we stand for. I mean, really,
that's really great.
And that's the House of Blues. That's why we work here. It's the
best. I salute both of you. You all have really let me know more about the House of Blues family, and I look forward to covering other events here.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Sheehan, will you come talk to us real quick for Charity Television? Just real quick, Charity Television. The whole focus of the show is Charity Television. Right here will be great. Okay, if these guys yeah, CTV. These guys are going to go through real quick. Okay?
So this is being played in your house?
Yes, just in my house, Billy. That's the only place it ever goes now. You ready? John Sheehan here with the incomparable Billy Crystal.
How are you?
How are you
I'm
tonight?
good.
So you ducked out of the Oscars finally. You didn't want to get pigeonholed there, right?
No, I just took a little break. That's
Yeah,
all.
you've been busy. You've been filming like crazy. What projects are you working on right now?
I just directed a movie called Forget Paris, which is why I'm not going to do the show, because we'll be starting our screening process, and just too much work. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Overload. What brings you tonight to the Artists' Rights Foundation benefit?
Well, that's it, artists' rights. So it's an organization, protect your work and protect the work of other artists, and we've seen what's happened to great works, and you don't want that to happen to your own.
What do you think of What do you think of this incredible blues mansion here on the hill on Sunset Strip?
These young people. They're very excited.
Isaac Tigert, Dan Aykroyd. It's an amazing group of people.
It is, and you know, and they're all over the country, so it's a terrific thing.
Do you know about their foundation?
Well, I'm just learning. Really, this is our first trip here tonight.
Their foundation, let me tell you real quick, is amazing because with a membership with the private foundation club, all the proceeds go to their youth programs. All the programs go to all the money goes to the youth programs. It really helps across with a lot of people. They actually bring school kids here 3 days a week to view all the folk art inside.
Is that true?
That's
well,
true.
You know, it's a great thing, and it's great music, and I'm glad that people are here in all parts of the country. I'm going to go and hear it myself.
Billy, just say tune in to the John Sheehan Show. Okay. With the Artists' Rights Foundation. Ted, this is an amazing event tonight.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm sure it's been worked on for a long, long time to put it together.
Yeah, it's the fourth of a year-long series of events that we started last February with Lou Reed, Chris Isaak, and Los Lobos at the Shrine Auditorium. Then we had the Artists' Rights Symposium and the John Huston Award.
The Hotel Nico.
At the Hotel Nico. And the event was a big success, and we had an event with the Rolling Stones in October, and this is the fourth event.
What was the event with the Rolling Stones? Tell me a little bit about that one.
Well, it was a fundraising event, and through Jack Nicholson, who his friends is Keith Richards, we got our hands on some tickets and had a little party and got some great seats via Keith Richards, and actually Mick Jagger and Keith Richards will probably donate a song to the CD that we're going to record tonight.
That you're putting together tonight, which I talked about from the press release, right? Did you guys go to the Monkey Bar afterwards or anything like that?
No, you know, I mean that's.
Monkey Bar is great. They've hosted some cigar nights there. I'm the founder of the Hollywood Cigar Club, as you know, and I was able to give Jim Belushi and Dan Aykroyd a cigar tonight, which was a lot of fun. They both really liked that.
I really enjoyed that Cuban. It wasn't a Cuban cigar, but from Cuban Seed.
Cuban Seed. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that, John.
All right,
Thanks a lot for the,
another cigar smoker here. Tell me how the original concept began for the Artists' Rights Foundation. Angelica Houston created it?
Well, actually, John Huston started back when Ted Turner bought up the Maltese Falcon. from MGM and colorized it. And in front of Congress, with an oxygen tank beside him, John Huston, along with Frank Capra, when they colorized It's a Wonderful Life, started this fight. And that's kind of what kicked it off. And then through that, the Directors Guild has been fighting in Congress and lobbying to try to stop this and change the laws that say that a film artist is not the author of his work.
Right, because people say that just because somebody buys a work of art like Michael Jackson's buying the Beatles music catalog, just a moment. Andre, come talk to me in a sec. Andre Mirapolsky, of course, that did your art for your foundation. There it is right there. Yeah. Andre Mirapolsky, the artist with the original design for the Artist Rights Foundation.
That's the 4th t-shirt.
And you are?
I'm Terry Melville.
Terry Melville, John Sheehan here on Charity Television. Come on in, you guys. Tell me some more, and then we're going to go into those guys. Tell me some more. Tell me some more about that original fight and when the other directors like Steven Spielberg and Zemeckis and others really got on board and the foundation really got going.
They've always been, rallied around it. But when the idea came along to have a foundation that would not only be an educational foundation, but would also help with the litigious part and go to Congress and have a test case to prove that an artist could harm his reputation when his work's being altered. So they've always been on board.
Right, because the way I think about it is, for instance, when you honored Floyd Crosby with High Noon, the cinematographer on High Noon, is that he could have done that film in color. He chose to do it in black and white, the film noir, and it's like he doesn't want it in color, and he's long gone.
That's great.
Who gets to make that choice?
And that's the crux of our issue.
It's really wonderful. You guys are an amazing organization. Ted, thank you very much, and good luck for all the things in the future. You're honoring Steven Spielberg, April 28th?
April 28th. Call the Artist Rights Foundation and order lots of tickets.
That's very good. Thank you, Ted. Andre Mirapolsky, how are you? What is happening? What I know you are. What is happening in the art world of Andre Mirapolsky?
Well, we're building buildings in Hollywood now.
You are?
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, there's a project that's going to be happening starting this year in Hollywood, next to the Chinese Theater, which is a new development in the Hollywood area.
Wow.
An IMAX theater and some large restaurants.
That big parking lot there that runs down across from the Hollywood Roosevelt?
Exactly.
That's wonderful. Tell us a little bit about Rock and Jock B-Ball Jam. You've done it several years now. You've actually painted the floors at UCLA.
Right. This is an event that MTV has annually, which is a combination of all-star basketball players and celebrities that get together and perform and to benefit pediatric AIDS. And I did the second year, and they commissioned me to paint the basketball court at UCLA's Pauley Pavilion.
Now, Andre, since you've been on the show before and it's gone out, but for the people that are going to be watching this show that don't know, you are just such an amazing artist. You've done like Elton John's piano suit for his largest concert ever. I'm always promoting you, I know, but I love your art. And so have you been working a lot recently, still painting like crazy?
Terry and I are getting involved now in a moving image production, I think a multimedia.
Tell me about that.
Well, it's going to be something that's new and different, and it's going to communicate positive information and do it in a way that's new and exciting, and it's kind of anti-violent, but totally wonderful and new.
Well, that's very fitting with the House of Blues here, with the whole message of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Say again in a very, you're saying there at the end.
It's in a very sophisticated, strong way. Against violence.
That's really great. Well, Andre Mirapolsky, I'm glad you're here. You look wonderful. Very colorful pants.
The rain outfit.
The rain outfit. Both of you have a nice night. Tell me your full name.
Terry Melville.
Terry Melville. Thanks again, and great work on all that you're doing. Have fun tonight. Okay. Well, that was Andre Mirapolsky, a former guest on the John Sheehan Show. Wonderful artist, like I said, that designed Elton John's largest piano suite for his Central Park concert, which was $400,000. Obviously, you just saw the show from APLA Commitment to Life, where Elton John, Tom Hanks, and the CAA agent Ron Meyer were honored. We're off from here tonight from the House of John Sheehan here at the Bellage Hotel. We're about to do a nice little restaurant review on the Brasserie Restaurant. They have a really nice little pasta bar that they just put in with a lot of specials, with a chef there to saute up all the specials. So come on down and let's talk to Leo Percopo here at the Bellage Hotel. Leo, how are you? Good to see you. Tell us about your wonderful new pasta bar here.
Okay. We just started up a couple months ago when Wyndham Hotels took over the Bellage Hotel. here. And it's kind of a thing we do with a lot of our hotels. We have several different types of pastas, angel hair, cheese tortellini, fettuccine, penne pasta. We have all different types of toppings that you
ham, shrimp, shiitake mushrooms.
That's right. Garlic and carrots and broccoli and all sorts of good stuff. Fresh basil.
Your chefs are over there ready to rock and roll.
That's right. We're all set there. We've got some great chefs that'll saute different types of sauces. We can do a marinara. We can do an Alfredo. We can do a garlic and oil. All different types of sauces. It's worked out real well for us here, and it's real nice. People appreciate it.
I'm sure your guests really like it.
Yeah,
well, I'm looking. This is really nice. Now, Rogelio Gomez, John Sheehan, The John Sheehan Show. Now, I think I'm going to have the shrimp pasta dish. Yeah, that looks really good. With maybe some shiitake mushrooms and maybe some spinach and broccoli and maybe a little bit of each pasta. Sort of mix it all up and a little bit of each pasta. Now, Rogelio, where are you from originally?
I'm from Mexico.
¿Qué parte?
Michoacán.
Michoacán. ¿En el sur o el norte?
South.
El sur. ¿Cerca de qué ciudad?
Cerca de Playa Azul.
Playa Sur. Qué bueno. So es cerca del mar. Sí, del mar. See, I'm having this lovely omelet, this lovely pasta dish today, which is from the sea with the shrimp and such. Rogelio, who are the favorite people that you've ever cooked for?
Plácido Domingo.
Oh, very good. Wonderful opera tenor.
And
Sean Penn comes in a lot?
Yeah.
I guess he was here last night. We were at the Artist Rights Foundation. He was there, so he came here after that.
Yes.
What's the favorite part about working at the Bellage Hotel? Last question. So you can get on with your work.
Chef Michel.
Chef Michel? Working with Chef Michel?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, this looks great. Look forward to Wyndham Hotel and the Brasserie Restaurant for our restaurant review of the show. Had a really wonderful meal today in the Brasserie. They have a really nice pasta bar which they've set up, which you got to see there a few minutes ago, and so I chose the shrimp dish from it. It featured 4 different types of pasta. The penne pasta, I wanted to have a little bit of each of the pastas, so I had the penne pasta, the angel hair pasta, the fettuccine, and the spinach cheese-filled tortellini with Alfredo sauce. It's really wonderful, a really delightful, light, fresh taste with a lot of different herbs and spices, shiitake mushrooms, fresh tomatoes, broccoli, onions and such, all sauteed up with real butter. Very nice. Also before that, we had a cream of asparagus soup, which was hot and creamy, had a nice herbal aroma to it. Fresh sourdough bread came with all the entrees today. Also, we had a very nice, David, my producer, ordered the scallop, the sauteed scallop dish. They were giant sea scallops done in fresh butter, nice and kind of browned to taste. And they also came with a really nice angel hair pasta, very succulent and nice. I tried one of the scallops. Also, lovely garlic bread was served with the meal today. And then each of us had a dessert, bread pudding David had with fresh strawberries and it's done in a nice creme anglaise sauce. And I had the creme brulee, which was really great. It's they actually have to take a blowtorch to the top of it and caramelize the creme brulee. It had fresh blackberries and blueberry. It was really nice creme brulee, which is like a sort of like a custard, caramelized custard. And our service was just really great at the Bellage today. It was our server's name was Luis. He was assisted by Juan. And of course, Leo Procopo, the general manager of the Brasserie Restaurant, is new in town and doing a great job. So come on down. John Sheehan here at the wonderful House of Blues. You're looking there at an old Rolling Stone cover of Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, the Blues Brothers. We got to talk with Elwood Blues last night. I hope you enjoyed our restaurant review that we just did at the Bellage Hotel and the Brasserie Restaurant. It was really a wonderful time we had there. You know, it's interesting, last night it was raining so hard here in Los Angeles for the Artist Rights benefit. So what I did is I came back down here tonight, well, it's still raining. But I decided to get a little more casual. Instead of the tuxedo, I got my blues on, got my blue jeans, my blue jean t-shirt on. And so we're here in the restaurant part of the House of Blues, wanting to give you just a little peek of what it's like here. David, if you'll do a little view down the bar here and take a look at the interiors here at the House of Blue. It's really, really interesting. You can see all the bas reliefs on the ceiling, which are all the different blues legends. Bonnie Raitt above you there, and Al Green above her. All the different, Bessie Smith, all the different blues legends done in bas relief. We're going to be talking about that artist in a little bit. Then if you go over towards this way, David, you can see their logo, their slogan here that says, "Help ever, hurt never," down there. Can you get that there? Yeah, so really beautiful restaurant environment here. We talked with the chef last night in the restaurant. House of Blues is really a monument to the great blues music and the cultural heritage and the civil rights movement. And we're going to be taking a look towards their shop in the front, their retail shop with all their clothing and such. And we're also going to be looking at a lot of the folk art here at the house. Taking a look here, it's pretty dark tonight, but taking a look here at the Bluesmobile P1 on a mission from God, the old Bluesmobile from the movie The Blues Brothers. Here we go, they're on a mission here around the whole House of Blues. They have monitors going, letting you know all the different acts that are playing. Who was that warming up inside tonight, David, the 26th of January?
Stanley Jordan.
Stanley Jordan was warming up. We got February 16th, Al Di Meola, February 17th and 18th. Oh, you got a little inside look there of the House of Blues, the wonderful folk art and the wonderful restaurant establishment there. They got a great nightclub down below, and they've also got the wonderful retail shop in the front with clothing and everything. The House of Blues philosophy, like I said, is unity and diversity. It's about bringing all cultures together, and people of all different mixes just really making a difference in the world. And I just want to leave you with a thought that, you know, John Belushi just died down the street here in 1982 of a drug overdose. And the thing to remember is that stay away from drugs. That's something to come away from this show tonight, is to just, before you do drugs of any kind, you know, talk to your doctor. Don't do recreational drugs, because they ain't recreational, they're deadly. And I want to just leave you with just a reminder that the House of Blues is dedicated to helping the West Hollywood community in all ways with employment and services, and I just hope you know that it's a great establishment. I hope you enjoyed the Artists' Rights Foundation event tonight, and the review, of course, from the Bellagio Hotel earlier. This is John Sheehan saying so long from the John Sheehan Show, CTV Charity Television here in Hollywood. Hi, Annette. Hi, Mark. Jerry. Great art.
Martin.
Let me get a nice little look at your nice skewer there. Oh, beautiful. How are you tonight?
Great.
What's your name?
David.
Hi, David. I'm John Sheehan with the John Sheehan Show.
Nice to meet you.
How do you like the food here? All right, that's good to hear. Annette, how are you? What's your last name, Annette?
Escher.
Annette Escher, right. I remember I asked you whether you were related to the artist named Escher.
My
You
cousin.
are. Your cousin. Tell me about Skewers. It's a wonderful new restaurant here on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thank you. Well, the idea behind Skewer was to bring the Mediterranean cuisine to the American people in an American way.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
Well, people seem to sure be enjoying it. You've been packed since you've opened.
Yes, the last 2 weeks were very busy 2 weeks.
Like I said in the review, I gave you guys the top review, 4 stars, wonderful. The shish kebab, the chicken, the lamb, the pork, the beef was really wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Excellent, really excellent.
Thank you.
And the basmati rice and such was all great. Tell me what's been the funnest thing about happening since you've opened up.
That people love the atmosphere. People love the atmosphere, people love the food. It's good food. It's healthy food. We don't use any oil. And it's very good for vegetarian people. And it seems that they like it.
And you're now doing late night hours. Tell me about that.
Yeah. After 11 o'clock, we close the full kitchen and we offer 4 items on the menu, everything under $3.50. You can get falafel pita or chicken pita, or
you crank the music up.
You crank the music up and some lights and
dancing
until 4 o'clock in the morning.
A lot of dancing here on the Santa Monica Boulevard, here in the heart. Julius. Now, Julius, what's your last name?
Rodriguez.
Julius Rodriguez. Now, Julius, I'm talking to you today mainly. I mean, you're a great friend of mine, and we're here in front of Greenwich Village Pizza on Santa Monica Boulevard. Have you heard about the V-Dance, which is coming up?
Yes, I have. I hear it's a very fabulous dance. Several friends of mine are going to be doing that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to hold it at the Bellage Hotel, and it's going to benefit the West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center right here next to Skewers and Greenwich Village.
That's right.
Here, 8939 and a half Santa Monica Boulevard. And also, it's going to benefit the Van Ness Recovery House. What do you think about that?
I think it's fabulous. I've been to the Van Ness Recovery House. It's a great place for people to recover from their addictions, like I have. I've been there. They've been a great service to me. The Drug and Alcohol Center has also been a great service to me, and I, like I am recovering too from alcoholism and drug addiction.
Right. The West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center and the Van Ness House are great because they provide a place for many different types of 12-step groups to meet. The Van Ness House is more geared towards alcohol recovery for gays and lesbians, but the West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center has a myriad of 12-step groups.
Yes, it does. It's an open forum for all kinds of addictions, and it's not really just for gays, although it is a gay community, but there are a lot of heterosexual people that come in and they find...
right, like the big Saturday morning 8 a.m. meeting.
That's right. They find a great place to come, and this is a pretty good community.
Yeah, it's fun. Every year they do a lot of different fundraisers for the Van Ness House. Like they do the big benefit garage sale down at one of the designer shops at Melrose and Robertson. They also do, a couple years ago, they did a casino night down at Santa Monica Pier. Did you go to that?
I went to the yard sale where I bought a radio from the 1940s, and it plays very well. And I have, I've been to the dances, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, so the V Dance is going to be held on February 10th at the Bellage Hotel. I believe it starts at about 7 p.m. at night. And for information, call the West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center, which is listed in the phone book. It's at 8939 and a half Santa Monica Boulevard, like I said. Now, Julius, you and I have been friends now for a couple of years. We're both in recovery,
yes,
which is great. Neither of us drink alcohol or do drugs of any kind.
No, only coffee.
Only coffee, and I smoke my cigars,
yes.
Being a founder of the Hollywood Cigar Club. Julius, talk about life in West Hollywood and what brought you to this area of town originally.
Well, what brought me to this town was there was a lot of meetings around here. Mm-hmm. You know, there are meetings at Cedars, the Log Cabin, there are meetings in Rodeo, and more than
found in Fairfax,
yes,
the old church there.
There are so many meetings here, and so many opportunities for me to get into the industry. You know, I also would like to do a few films here in Hollywood.
Right. Well, because of course the person that sort of mentors you, your sponsor, works as a tour manager for a lot of different big rock groups, and he handles all their finances and receipts and monies and such.
That's right.
You got to go with Bill not too long ago up to Las Vegas, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I love Las Vegas. It's a great place. Had a great time. Mm-hmm. Great time.
Now, who did he take you up there to see?
Well, we went and saw, God, I forget their name.
B-52s?
We saw the B-52s there, and we also...
Amy Grant?
Yes, Amy Grant, and we... Traffic.
Traffic, okay, with Steve Winwood.
And also we saw the Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead, that was the
one.
At
the Silver Bowl, I believe, that's out in the desert.
Now, did you gamble when you're up there, Julius?
Well, you know, I'm not a gambler, and I try to stay away from addictions, but I did gamble a few dollars, you know.
You look a bit like a gambler. You got all your ruby rings and your gold and stuff. You look a little bit like a gambler.
Well,
but then we all used to be gamblers. Then
yes,
we got sober.
I did. I used to gamble a lot, but nowadays, you know, my life is more restricted to more moderate things, you know.
Right.
So I did gamble a couple of dollars for the fun of it, but right away I back off because it can be very addicting.
Now, Julius, who are some of your favorite celebrities that you know or that you've gotten the opportunity to get to know or meet around the West Hollywood and Hollywood area in the past few years?
Well, I met Elton John.
Well,
he's a wonderful man.
He's our favorite, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah. He's our favorite. And I have met several movie stars around here, you know. And I don't know, my favorite one would be Robert De Niro, you know. A wonderful friend and very good actor.
Did I tell you that I got to interview Elton the other night?
I believe I heard something about that. I can't wait to see it.
I got to interview Elton at the Commitment to Life event, and it was really fun. I asked him a question actually about recovery and such, since he's sort of out on a national level that he's sober. But he, it was really wonderful. I talked to him about the Elton John AIDS Foundation and also about the work that he does on behalf of a lot of different boards and such in the fight against AIDS.
Oh, this man has been a total inspiration to me. He gives and he gives and he gives and he just keeps giving.
He does. He really does. Talk about some of the charities that you've done work on behalf. You've obviously done a lot of work here for the West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center and the Van Ness House. You volunteered, I know, at the garage sale that they do every other year, and you've helped out with that. What are some of the other charities that you've helped out with in the Hollywood area?
Well, one of my biggest charities that I have been working for is the AIDS thing here in West Hollywood particularly. We're trying to build some more homes and more apartments and things that the people with AIDS, you know, can afford to pay.
Right.
And, you know, I sympathize a lot with them because at one point in their life, they had jobs, they had cars, they were big time, you know.
Right.
And because of the disease that's so cunning, it just destroyed them. And I am very grateful that it didn't happen to me.
Oh.
But I want to help out my community.
Well, that's the whole message, is that, you know, people are sexual and people are going to do what they're going to do.
Yes.
But the whole thing is to practice safe sex.
Exactly.
And to educate people.
Exactly. Education is number one. And I'm not advocating anyone not to have sex. I urge you, call me.
Call me before you're going to have unsafe sex, or call either of us before you're going to go and get drunk or hurt yourself if you're in recovery. Now, Julius, to finish with, talk a little bit about some of the fun things that you enjoy doing around the West Hollywood area to relax, to have a good time. Maybe some of your favorite places you like to go by and eat or hang out. Do you like Pink's on La Brea?
Oh, I do. I love it. It's wonderful. And this is like one of my favorite places here at the Greenwich Pizza Place.
Greenwich Village Pizzas?
Greenwich, yeah. I come in and have a slice of pizza, a cup of coffee, and then I shoot off towards the meeting.
They're nice people here.
Also the...
Amick and the owners here, they're all very
lovely,
nice.
Lovely. I also go to the French market over here. They have You know, they sell 30-day chips and stuff like that for
Right.
newcomers. And
Sobriety things in the store called Dorothy Surrender.
yes.
They also have that store called Baby Jane of Hollywood, which features all the celebrity collectibles. Have you been in there?
Not yet, but I've heard quite a lot about it.
It's a fun store. They've been having some autograph signings there recently. They had Julie Newmar, Catwoman. She's going to be at my birthday on the 30th at a Different Light bookstore. And
Oh,
so
yes, I'm supposed to go there.
I'd love to have you there. And so is Lily Tomlin going to also be there.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love her. And I'm also thinking about going to the Valentine's dance. Maybe I can do the twist.
Well, that's what this whole thing is about, is promoting recovery and promoting fundraising possibilities for the West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center, located at 8939.5 Santa Monica Boulevard. So come to the V-Dance, the Valentine's Dance, at the wonderful Bellage Hotel, which is at 1020 San Vicente Boulevard, right below Sunset on San Vicente. It's going to be a really great affair. I think it's going to start happening about probably 7, 8 o'clock for dinner, and then it'll go into dancing and the rest of the festivities for Valentine's. So bring a date or bring 2 dates. Have a menage a trois at the Valentine's Dance, the V-Dance, for the West Hollywood Alcohol and Drug Center. John Sheehan talking with Julius Rodriguez. Thanks, Julius.
Thank you very much, John, and I wish you much success.
Say, Julius, tune into the John Sheehan Show and Charity Television.
Tune in to the John Sheehan TV show and
Charity Television.
Charity Television, that's right.
All right. Thanks a lot, Julius.
Thank you very much,
You're
John.
great.
Good luck with everything.
All right. Okay. Oh, you always got to give it a little bit of...
For the picture that had this, let's see, I forget the name of it, I wasn't there anymore. It was a king, I forget the name, and I got about...
John Sheehan here with Dakota. How are you, Dakota, buddy?
Fine.
You are an amazing singer.
Thank you.
Yeah, now, you're actually only 7 years old. I thought you were 9, you're only 7.
Yes, I am.
Makes it even more impressive the way you just sang in there. The people really reacted well to you.
Yes, and I'm really sad that Mr. Sinatra quits, because then he gave me the permission to exactly sing like I'm back.
Uh-huh. That's really nice. When did that happen?
that was in Florida, I think in April.
Uh-huh. That's amazing. Yeah, there's a guy down here who used to do Sinatra impersonations. Did you ever go see Nick, Ed, and Eddie?
No.
Older man Nick used to do it down here at a place called Di Pasquale, a little Italian place. Now, when did you first start singing?
When I was 2 years old.
2 years old, wow. I think I started singing when I was that young too, but not to the level you are. You're a professional. Now talk to me about the China Club and some of the other famous people that you've sung with.
Well, we went to the China Club, and that was at the Hollywood Athletic Club, which they did that at. And the party on New Year's Eve, it was really nice.
Pro Jam 95 with Billy Preston and Gary Busey and Herbie Hancock and others, yeah.
Yes. And playing pool, nice little joint.
Uh-huh.
So that was, I got paid.
Right. Make sure you talk loud enough. You're doing good, though.
And it was nice.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah, getting paid's always nice, of course, yeah. Now, I actually remember when you guys walked out, I saw the guy take the bills out of his pocket and give them to your dad, and then your dad, I'm sure, takes care of you. Your dad, Larry Horvath, is a very nice man. I guess your dad is sort of your manager, or do you have another manager?
Well, we're looking for an agent.
Uh-huh.
We talked with an agent about a week ago or so.
Right.
So we're looking for an agent.
That's really good. I know a couple agents. I think I'll end up talking to your dad because Sandra Bernhard is a really great singer that I recently saw. She's done a lot of stuff with Madonna, and she recently did a show at the Pantages from her album called Excuses for Bad Behavior Part 1. And her agent's name is Seth Feldman through Irvin Arthur and Associates. Really nice people. Now, tell me, Dakota, how'd you get your name? What's Dakota for? You know?
Well, my dad, he used to like cowboys and Indians, so he named me Dakota.
Because my little doggy's name is Cody, not that dog there. My dog's sort of looks like a German Shepherd, but his name is Cody. I call him Cody Coyote. And you know, it's kind of fitting. Dakota, it's sort of a sad note, but of course John Lennon, who was one of the Beatles, John Lennon was killed in front of a building called the Dakota, and it's a horrible thing that he was killed by this crazy guy, but maybe it's kind of fitting that you're singing and he passed on, and maybe you get to carry on some of the fame and the tradition of singing like the Beatles did, and maybe that's this way you can honor him and to say, hey, you know, turn it into a good thing, and that I'm this great little singer, and you know, sort of just honoring him, you know, that your name can evoke the Beatles.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're gonna you like that.
I would like, yeah, it's really nice. I want to carry on Frank Sinatra's music for another 50 years.
The standards, you know, boy, the wonderful classics. Now, Dakota, you, how do you like living in the Hollywood area?
Well, it's pretty nice, on and off, but it's okay.
Yeah, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
Do you know about this place across the street here, the Viper Room?
Yes.
The Viper Room is where Johnny Depp owns it, yeah, from 21 Jump Street, movie Ed Wood and Gilbert Grape and Benny and June.
And Crybaby.
Crybaby, right, the John Waters film. Yeah, that was like his first big break. Unfortunately, River Phoenix passed on outside of there because he did too many drugs. Drugs aren't good.
Oh, no. And whoever's doing stuff like that out there, I should say that you should quit because I don't want anybody to die.
Uh-huh.
That's one thing.
Right, exactly. I always spread an anti-drug message. A few years ago, I got clean and sober, so I don't drink anymore. I never do drugs, and yeah, I really like being sober and clean, just not putting any of that garbage in my body.
Oh, yeah. Shouldn't put that stuff, no liquor, no stuff like that in your body, because you want to be healthy.
Right. Do you know what charity is?
Yes, I do.
Charity is when you help other people out and you do good things to serve people. What are some of the charities that you're involved in? Have you helped with kids' causes or charity causes and such?
Well, Sharon Stone does her charity.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Anyway, you've helped her before?
Well, her brother, Michael Stone, he's doing on Valentine's or so.